what I've enjoyed the most.
Now, you mentioned your play style, so what kind of builds do you like running with in the W? Do you like playing as guards or some of the bigs?
I do enjoy the big position. That's what I've typically always done. But this year, I've actually excelled in the guard position, being able to shoot and being able to set up my teammates. So really, depending on the team that I'm playing with, I'll make the adjustment, and that's how we usually succeed.
It's time to introduce the starting five for your Oklahoma City Thunder. At shooting guard, at 6'3", number 22, Cason Wallace. Manning the middle, 7 feet 1 inches, number 28, Ivan. Starting at small forward, standing 6'8", number 36, Greg Allen. The other forward, 7 feet 1 inches, number 7, Chad Holmgren. At guard, 6'6", number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The head coach of your home team, this is your Oklahoma City Thunder.
Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here. Welcome everyone to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Swinging is out there with Murray. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Nash. And it's Henderson in at the 1. And for the Thunder, Allen is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Cason Wallace. City starts out with the ball. To the middle. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Wallace has got the first points up on the board tonight here for the Thunder. Henderson passes to Nash. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here's Oklahoma City. They come off a real tough loss on Wednesday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And the Thunder with the possession here. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the paint, and here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. He gets that one.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Offensive rebound. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
Here's Nash. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Yeah, come on. He knows better than to commit that foul. If you don't have position, they're going to call that every time.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. Wallace outside. Off target with his 3.
finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And here's Nash outside, sinks the triple. Nash has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Holmgren for the 3. And the rebound goes to Nash.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Klingon, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Portland shooting their first free throws of this.
The line for the Trailblazers.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Henderson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fades. Basket good.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Down low. Nash's shot is off.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And Klingon pulls it down. Portland leading by 4. Here's Murray. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain
Oklahoma
possession.
City ball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Here's Nash. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Well, getting a good offensive player a high percentage look, there's nothing better than that.
Now here's Wallace. Henderson pulls it in.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Here's Holmgren. Portland making their last shot. Allen outside. Here's Runchich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
He
foul.
goes on Donovan Klingon. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the evening. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's taken away by Wallace and out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Trailblazers leading by 9. Here's Nash, and Portland again with the bucket.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Wallace against Nash. Wallace misses.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Wallace on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace has got 5 points so far. Here's Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
That one good for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. pass to Wallace. Allen dishes to Wallace. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anderson, and he makes that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And for Portland, they're shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Nash is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Murray. Then there's Anderson. And it's Klingon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander, following the 3 from Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander against Henderson. Nash with the block. Henderson passes to Murray. Feeds it to Nash. And Portland again with the bucket.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wallace. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wallace. Fires the 3. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Nash outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. This is it to Allen. Here's Wallace. Again, the Thunder score. Portland's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. There's Nash with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Got a hand on it. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And there's Nash. That's good on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hit under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. Portland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Near the 3-point line, it's Nash. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Klingon.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Henderson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace misses. Portland leading by 6. Near the 3-point line, it's Nash. Here's Klingon. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they continue to control the glass.
And stolen by Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Nobody near Allen. With the tip. Here's Runcic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. He has 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nash outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And the 3-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it. but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And slam dunk by Allen.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Nash can't get it to go. They're trailing by 7. Lets a floater go, and Wallace finishes inside. 14 points for Wallace. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Murray, the pass to Nash for 3. Nash with another miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Portland no good that time either. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 3-point game, and the shot goes down.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Henderson passes to Nash. Over Wallace. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 26 points for Nash.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, they call him Rain Man, and in the last game against Oklahoma City was all business. Picked up 58 points and, as usual, orchestrated the offense with superb passing. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios offer different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
They get the rebound. The pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Topic is checked in for Oklahoma. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Trailblazers
74. The Trailblazers 75.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
Now, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
We've got Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. Then there's Holmgren. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Now here's Wallace. Over Nash. That one wide left. Portland leading by 4. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Murray, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Henderson. Wallace misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Nash's shot is in. Nash has got 33.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answer.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here comes Nash leading the break. Here's Henderson. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Allen. Thunder trailing by 6. Wallace finds Allen. It's deflected, and he gets it back. It's Allen on the wing. Back to Wallace.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Here's Henderson, and then Henderson with the dunk.
Yeah, Henderson has that bounce. He can go right at the rim.
The Thunder have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Back to Wallace. Will it go? Hits the three-point bomb. Wallace has got 17 now.
And they get one now. 1 of 5 here.
Henderson passes to Nash. Fires for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Wallace. Takes a 3. That doesn't go either for Wallace.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingons. And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. Led by as many as 14 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking to get back on track here. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 15 rebounds here tonight. To the left wing. Here's Nash. And Portland again with the bucket.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Under trailing by 13. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. You look at Nash, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wallace to stop the run. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Now here's Henderson. That one goes. Count it. Nash has got 43 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Wallace outside. Count it. Wallace has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's Nash with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wallace with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Now here's Wallace. 21 points in the game.
You see the court awareness from home. Nice job spotting the open man.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Back to Nash. 3-pointer. And yet another basket that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anderson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Thunder shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. On On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by Murray. Here's Runcic. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that one, good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now, here's Holmgren. Hasn't made one yet. Wallace outside. Buries it from three-point range. Wallace has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Thunder. Henderson dishes to Nash. A 3-ball. Good! Another from 3.
3 points.
Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Henderson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it to Wallace. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Inside, here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Henderson. Rebound by Wallace. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 17.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Murray. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists. Murray's got 8 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Holmgren with the steal. And here we go with Wallace. Nobody back.
How about the anticipation by Holmgren to force the turnover and ignite the break?
To the inside and finished off by Nash.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
Well, as a coach, you have to make adjustments to put a stop to all the damage he's doing. The way they defended him is not cutting.
Not if Thunder trailing by 12. A moment for an injury report.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Thunder's head athletic trainer, and I'm afraid he had some tough news. He broke his thigh. What a devastating blow that is for him. Given that they're in the playoffs right now, you know he'll do everything he can to get back on the court as soon as possible. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Murray out there with Klingon. Then it's Nash. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Thunder making the shot. Shot clock at 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Oklahoma City ball.
The Thunder shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Pass to Macy. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Runcic. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 8 here in this one already. There's Nash with the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Trailblazers leading by 10. Anderson passes to Nash. Buries the long-range jumper.
For 3.
Nash has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Nash. Gilgeous-Alexander. And Klingon pulls it down.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Well, I know what their coach is preaching in this huddle. Can you guys please stop turning it over?
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Simons kicks to Anderson. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, when Simons is making plays for others, this offense becomes even more dangerous.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Portland grabs the miss. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dishes it to Nash. From the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th rebound in this one. Releases, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And the move and the basket. SGA has the defense shook.
Pass to Klingon. Near the three-point line, it's Nash. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Nash.
Trailblazers foul.
And Oklahoma City looking to change it. Allen's checked in.
First team foul.
Thunder trailing by 14.
For your Thunder,
Inside. Here's Runcic. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Portland's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Nash's shot is in.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Now, here's Brewer, covered by Simon.
Oh, why don't you very much?
He can really fly it. You combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And Nash slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, you have to appreciate a high-octane player like Anthony Simons. He runs the floor and just outworks other guys every chance he gets.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren in the post. Murray on him. Rebound by Murray.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
There it is. It's Nash picking up the assists.
the assist.
Nash has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Brewer. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Simons surveying the D. Hits it again. Wow!
Putting on a scoring clinic.
And a historic night, GA, closing in on top rankings all-time in single-game playoff scoring. And just miss after miss right now. Portland leading by 20. Here's Nash. Takes it off the glass.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just asking for him to drop another triple.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Rain Man.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The odds were not in his favor tonight on the road in a must-win game, but he came in here and carried them with a stellar performance. The dish now to Allen. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And after playing the first half without a single turnover, he's gotten a little careless since the break.
Knocked loose and stolen by Wallace. Over in the corner, Allen. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Back to Allen. The rebound by Anderson.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The shot by Nash, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Passes it to Murray. Got a piece of it. Simons against Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Murray.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light.
Yet another bucket.
You see how easily he's getting buckets. To be this hot must be a heck of a feeling.
No doubt. And get this, he's now tied for the third most points in a playoff game ever. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Doncic. Off with the layup. Trailblazers leading by 22. Down low, here's Nash. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's now claimed the second most points ever in a playoff game.
Boy, he is really taking advantage of the defense. Nobody's been able to contain him. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Nash outside. Takes the free. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable shooting. And he continues to climb the all-time leaderboards for threes made in a playoff game.
Offensive fireworks from long range. So fun to watch. Putting on a show on the big stage. Gilgeous-Alexander against Simon. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren.
When you want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Simons kicks it over to Nash. And the three off target. And for the Thunder, they're shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Doncic, defended by Nash. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep three-point land. And there's Holmgren. That's good. On the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Nash from past the arc. No good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Holland.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Simons. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Klingon. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, look, their lack of effort is exactly why they're behind. Just look at how they're getting bullied on the glass.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goal. So Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.
At the end of the game.
I think, Greg, they played with a little more, a relaxed demeanor tonight, knowing this was it, now or never.
And their season continues because of that, Kevin. How about forcing a Game 7? This is big, and it's going to be an intense battle. I cannot wait.
It'll be terrific. You're right. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped. Pain ain't. Lamar Jackson got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past it. Sad to say, but you know I'm mastered. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beat your feathers up. Have a when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek Fisher. Hurt, man, I had to cut off my sisters. Almost on the fanny, blitz me for a picture. I'm paranoid, so proceed with caution. When I'm mad, I got an attitude like Steve Austin. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small locket. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. Trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor in there, and she trying to give me 1,000. Sneaking money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny?
Next up is one of my favorites, the OG mode, Play Now Online.
Meet your Play Now Online MVP, Jay Off the Rip. We are so excited to welcome Jay to 2K TV. Congratulations, Jay, for winning this 2K TV award for Play Now Online. Over 3,000 wins. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. I'm feeling good. I really appreciate it. Like, I guess all that hard work paid off, you know? That's definitely a good feeling for sure.
All right, Jay, we've seen your numbers. I have to ask, I have to start with this. What's your strategy going into these games? Because you've won a lot of games out there.
Offensively, you know, I just look to definitely push the pace, you know? It all depends on what my other
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up, It doesn't get much bigger. Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinals. We've seen exceptional play from both teams, but there can only be one winner. A look at the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Chet Holmgren, and it's Allen in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, We've got Murray. He's out there with Klingon. And it's Anderson in at the 3. Outside Murray. It's Anderson on the wing. Allen defending. And the basket by Nash.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Wallace outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Nash, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Wallace outside, beyond the arc. Anderson pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Sinks the tray.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Drops in the 3.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Portland's head coach, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league, in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him. With his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
And out of bounds, the Trailblazers will take it. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Donovan Klingon third.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
From the arc. Nash misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Portland has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Anderson passes to Murray. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Thunder trail by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a 3-second violation. Blazers ball.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Henderson, the pass to Nash. From downtown, they get it again. It's good on the putback.
They're really working the paint now.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Thunder call time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Hey, fans, get up and move with your Blazer dancers. Let's hear it again for your Blazers youth dance team.
Will it go? Rebound by the Trailblazers.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Basket counts. Murray's gotten his second bucket on the night.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Thunder trail by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander up top, defended by Henderson. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Allen. And here's Holmgren, right wing. Here's Wallace. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 from deep. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Holmgren. Allen outside. Back to Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Holmgren has so many moves, you're never sure which way he's going to go. Keeps your defense off balance.
Ooh, it's stolen away. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Blazers ball.
Trailblazers lead by 9. Here's Nash. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Wallace. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. The Trailblazers have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Here's Nash. No good on the 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 9-point game. Here's Allen. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Anderson. Portland has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Here's Murray. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
To the middle. Pass to Wallace. Allen on the wing. Wallace outside. Just 5 to shoot. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Nash knocks down the triple. Nash has got 15 points.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Looking to win the run. It's hauled in by Henderson. Portland leading by 14. Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Nash. 3-pointer. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Oh, that was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
Shot from 12. Here's Holmgren. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Nash. He's got 17.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Randall, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Henderson. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Great D that time from Murray.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the paint. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Brewer, pass to Hartenstein. Pass to Allen to win the drought. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Simons passes to Nash. The 3. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still without a bucket. Lets the 3 fly. Simons with a rebound. Portland leading by 19. Pass to Nash. Fires for three. Another three for Portland.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Shot is good by Brewer.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Inside, here's Randall. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Randall's gotten his second bucket.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Why, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Simons passes to Nash. To the paint. Here's Randall, and it's Portland with another.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. He buries it from three. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket on the night.
You love how fast Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets into that shooting motion. As soon as it touches his hands, it is ready to go.
Lets it go from the wing. Oh, the Thunder tack on two more.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And here's Simons outside. Another three for Portland.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Thunder trail by 20. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Murray.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And finished off by Anderson.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside, off the mark. Trailblazers lead by 22. Simons passes to Nash. This one for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Nash has got 26 points.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Holmgren to halt the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
Boy, from the moment Chet Holmgren entered this league, he has been an impact.
Substitution on the court.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've got Cason Wallace, and it's Brewer in at the 1 spot. Here's Nash. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Rain Man in their last game against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
There's the triple. Hits a three-pointer. He has 29 now.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Here's Brewer, defended by Henderson. Brewer, pass to Wallace. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
It's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Brewer. Now Holmgren, defended by Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Holmgren, the pass to Wallace. And a miss there on the triple.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
To the inside, Nash. And that one's long. Oh, nice shot by Clingan.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Down low. Here's Wallace. Got a hand on it.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
Murray passes to Nash. Lets it fly from 18. Launches it. Another three from Portland.